Have you ever thought about what happens when the F1 safety car causes chaos? From big crashes to surprising penalties, these moments flip races upside down. Let's explore the racing world where the safety car brings chaos to the track. Number 10. The 07 Japanese Grand Prix, Vettel vs Webber. It was a rainy day at the Fuji Speedway, making the track slippery and challenging. The safety car was deployed to manage the tricky conditions. While following the safety car, Sebastian Vettel, a young rookie at the time, was right behind Mark Webber. Suddenly, Vettel lost control and crashed into Webber's car. Both drivers were forced to retire from the race. This incident was particularly frustrating for Webber, who was in a strong position and had a chance for a good finish. The crash happened because the cars were bunched up closely behind the safety car, and the wet conditions made it even harder to control the vehicles. The crash led to a lot of discussions and emotions, especially since it took out two promising drivers. It was a dramatic moment that highlighted how unpredictable and chaotic F1 races can become when the safety car is involved. Number 9. 2010 Korean Grand Prix, multiple incidents. The 2010 Korean Grand Prix was the first ever race held in South Korea, and it was nothing short of a thriller. Heavy rain made the track super slippery, leading to a wild and unpredictable race. Right from the start, the safety car had to be deployed multiple times to manage the chaos. One of the biggest moments came when Mark Webber, who was in the hunt for a championship, lost control and crashed out. To make matters worse, his car bounced back onto the track and took out Nico Rosberg too. This double crash was a huge blow and shook up the race. As the race went on, the tricky conditions led to more incidents and retirements, with drivers struggling to keep their cars on the track. The constant interruptions by the safety car added to the drama, making it hard for anyone to find a rhythm. Despite all the chaos, the race continued, showcasing just how unpredictable and exciting F1 can be, especially when the weather decides to play a big part. Number 8. 2012 European Grand Prix, Maldonado vs Hamilton. The 2012 European Grand Prix was a dramatic race filled with action. After a safety car period, Pastor Maldonado and Lewis Hamilton found themselves in a heated battle for position. The tension was high as both drivers pushed their cars to the limit. In the final laps, things got intense. Hamilton was defending his position fiercely, but Maldonado was determined to get past. As Maldonado attempted an overtake, the two cars collided. Hamilton was forced off the track and into the barriers, ending his race and hopes for a good finish. Maldonado managed to continue, but was later handed a penalty for causing the collision. This incident was a major talking point after the race, with fans and commentators debating who was at fault. The crash highlighted the fine line between aggressive racing and overstepping the mark. Number 7. The 2004 Monaco GP, multiple crashes. The race took place in Monaco. Early on, there was a collision between David Coulthard and Giancarlo Fisichella, who brought out the safety car. This was just the start of the drama. One of the most memorable moments happened in the tunnel. Michael Schumacher, who was leading the race, was warming up his brakes when Jean Pablo Montoya, who was a lap down, collided with him. The crash took Schumacher out of the race, causing a major upset. In the end, Jarno Trulli won his first ever Grand Prix, and Jenson Button achieved his best finish at that time. The safety car played a major role in the race's outcome, adding to the drama and unpredictability. Number 6. 2017 Azerbaijan Grand Prix, Vettel vs Hamilton. The 2017 Azerbaijan Grand Prix was packed with drama. During a safety car period, things got heated between Vettel and Hamilton. Vettel felt that Hamilton had brake-checked him, meaning he thought Hamilton slowed down suddenly on purpose. In frustration, Vettel pulled alongside Hamilton and deliberately bumped into his car. This shocking incident left everyone stunned. Vettel received a penalty for his actions, which added to the tension between the two drivers. Fans and commentators couldn't stop talking about it, debating who was really at fault and what it meant for their rivalry. The Azerbaijan Grand Prix in 2017 is remembered not just for the exciting racing, but also for the fiery clash between Vettel and Hamilton, which highlighted the fierce competition and passion in the sport. Number 5. 2020 Tuscan Grand Prix Restart Chaos. Do you remember the 2020 Tuscan Grand Prix at Mugello? It was unforgettable, especially for the chaotic restart. After a safety car period, drivers were getting ready to race again, but then disaster struck. The drivers at the back of the pack started accelerating before the leaders had even begun, causing a huge pileup. The multi-car crash damaged many cars and raised a red flag, meaning the race had to be stopped. The scene was a mess, with debris everywhere and several drivers knocked out of the race. The incident highlighted just how tricky and dangerous safety car restarts can be if everyone isn't on the same page. It took some time to clear the track and get things back in order. The crash sparked many discussions about safety and the rules for restarts. The 2020 Tuscan Grand Prix will be remembered for this chaotic moment that showed just how unpredictable and hazardous F1 racing can be. Number 4. 1999 Australian Grand Prix Chaos. The 1999 Australian GP was full of chaos, largely caused by the safety car. The race took place in Melbourne, and it was the season opener. Early in the race, Jacques Villeneuve lost his rear wing and spun out, bringing out the safety car for the first time. This was just the beginning of the drama. Later, Alex Zanardi, who had already switched to a spare car due to electrical problems, crashed out on lap 22, leading to another safety car deployment. The constant interruptions and tricky conditions made it a tough race for everyone. Many drivers struggled to keep their cars on track, and multiple retirements were due to crashes and mechanical failures. The safety car periods bunched up the field, causing more tension and opportunities for mistakes. In the end, Eddie Irvine managed to navigate through the chaos and won the race for Ferrari, narrowly beating Heinz-Harald Frentzen. It was a dramatic start to the season, with the safety car playing a major role in the race's outcome. Number 3. The 2005 China Grand Prix, Michael Schumacher vs. Christian Albers. The race took place at the Shanghai International Circuit, and it was the final race of the season. During the race, several incidents led to the deployment of the safety car. One of the most notable moments involved Schumacher versus Albers, who collided during the warm-up lap, causing significant damage to both cars. The safety car periods bunched up the field, leading to more tension and opportunities for mistakes. Drivers had to be extra cautious, but the tricky conditions and close racing led to several crashes and retirements. The constant interruptions made it challenging for everyone to race. In the end, Fernando Alonso won the race, securing the Renault Constructors' Championship. Do you enjoy these kinds of unpredictable races with lots of drama? Well, then we'll continue. Number 2. 2018 Azerbaijan GP Total Chaos. The race took place on the streets of Baku, known for its tight corners and long straights. Early in the race, there were several incidents, including a dramatic crash between Red Bull teammates Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen. They collided while battling for position, taking both cars out of the race. Due to debris and crashes, the safety car was deployed multiple times. One of the most memorable moments was when Romain Grosjean crashed into a wall while trying to warm up his tires under the safety car. This added to the chaos and confusion. In the end, Hamilton won the race after Valtteri Bottas, who was leading, suffered a puncture from debris on the track. The safety car periods made the race unpredictable and full of surprises. Number 1. 2019 German GP Utter Chaos. The race took place in Hockenheimring and the weather was all over the place, with rain coming and going. Early in the race, Sergio Perez crashed, bringing out the safety car. This was just the beginning of the madness. Drivers were constantly switching between wet and dry tires as the conditions changed. One of the most dramatic moments was when Charles Leclerc slid off the track and crashed into the barriers. Just moments later, Lewis Hamilton also went off at the same spot, damaging his car and pitting early. But the pit crew was not ready. The safety car was deployed again, bunching up the field and adding to the tension. In the end, Max Verstappen managed to navigate through the chaos and won the race. Sebastian Vettel, who started last, finished second. Daniel Kvyat took a surprise third. It was a race full of surprises and unpredictable moments. Big crashes, surprising penalties, and moments that change the race keep fans excited and on the edge of their seats. Can you still believe an F1 safety car, which is for safety, can unleash chaos? Comment your thoughts on this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.